J.
All right, welcome to the Average Joe Sports Talk Show. I'm your host, Jay Real, bringing you a Tuesday edition of the Average Joe Sports Talk Show. Now, we're going to start the show today with the Magic Minute. We're kind of going in reverse, but it'll all work out just fine. We had a Anything Goes Magic the Gathering tournament last Friday night at the Player Zone. They love to have those Anything Goes tournaments because then players get to maximize their decks and use cards from way back when that give them opportunity to try out some really cool stuff in their deck. So let's go ahead and go with the placings of last Friday's tournament. In the Magic Minute segment for today's show, we had in third place Jacob right here, our local, always places in the top 2-3, wins the tournament, so did a really good job playing the Tron deck, of course. He loves that, the infinite damage combo there. And then in second place we had James, we call him Rocker Boy. He brought in a new deck that we haven't seen in a long time. He's a local, but has been out of the game for about 2-3 years, maybe a little bit longer. Jumped right back in. He's been winning tournaments or placing in the top 3 over the last few weeks. And then Pinky, again a local, hasn't played for a few years, getting back into the game. Came back strong with just an amazing deck, a really cool concept, and just ran over people. So there's our top place finishers for last Friday Night Magic for Anything Goes. Now this Friday, for all of you that are interested in coming and wanting to know what's going on, this Friday's Night Magic tournament will be Type 2 Standard. So you know, get all those old cards out of there and revamp your decks because it is standard tournament for this Friday night. Now, we do have some information on the pre-release, September 23rd, I believe. As the day gets closer, I'll be sure we cover this again in the Magic Minute. The new set will be pre-releasing on Saturday. We won't be doing anything on Friday for that new pre-release set or on Sunday. It's just going to be Saturday around 2 o'clock till 5 o'clock. We'll be running a pre-release for that. So, real quick, folks, that's all we have to say right now for the Magic Minute. We appreciate all you players coming into the Player Zone and getting involved with Magic. If you are interested in playing Magic, you just get a hold of the Player Zone through their Facebook page, or you can go right into RiadosoMidtown.com, click on the Merchants tab, go to Entertainment, boom, you'll see the Player Zone, and they'll get you set up. No matter of fact, the Player Zone does a free first-time starter deck. They'll build it for you if you want to learn how to play Magic and give you a little tutorial about Magic the Gathering. Now, while we're on the subject, we might as well say the Player Zone not only deals with Magic the Gathering, they do Yu-Gi-Oh!, they do sports cards, comic books, vintage, I mean old stuff from 50s, 60s, some even in the 40s and late 30s. This company, this store has an amazing variety of anything from toys, collectibles, action figures, autographs, you name it, they got it. Come on in and see the Player Zone. And we can't forget our other sponsor, Right On Time Air and Delivery Service. Guys, we couldn't do without you. Hook us up with the house. Give us all this availability to speak our minds and get the sports needs out there. Okay, now done with the Magic Minute, let's go ahead and jump into sports. What in the hell is going on with Tiger Woods, people? I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Tiger Woods. Golf needs him, the PGA needs him. But my gosh, the guy's ranked number 1 on the earth. Number 1. How are you going to go into the final championship of the season, the final major of the season, and just lay an egg? I mean, how are you going to end up 48th place? Now, folks, let's just break it down like this. I personally feel Tiger Woods is the best golfer in the world. I feel he's been that for many, many years, since in 97, 96 when he started as a professional. But there's no way on the planet that if you are in the top 10 in rankings in the PGA, that you should be finishing a major at 48th place. I mean, let's just break it down. He was 4 over for the weekend, and his total score was a 284. There's guys right now at our local little community golf course doing better than that. This is just unbelievable, unexplainable, and frankly, folks, I'm tired of seeing it. I mean, I love Tiger. I think he is the best. Again, I'm just going to reiterate that. But my gosh, he gets in a major and he just disappears. The guy, for whatever reason, cannot perform on these big stages anymore. Now, am I saying that he'll never do it? I'm sure he will eventually. But what is it, like 18 majors and he hasn't won once? 18 past majors and the guy hasn't won one major event. Now, he did have 4 or 5 wins this season, but that's not what he's looking at. I guarantee you, if you asked him to trade in those 4 or 5 wins for a major, he would take it. He might not say it in public, but I guarantee you behind closed doors with family and friends, he'd give up a dozen little wins here and there to get a major. I can't explain it. But now let's go on to the other side of the coin. Jason Dufner was the winner of the 2013 PGA Championship tournament in Oak Hill this weekend. The guy was phenomenal. He got a 11 under par for the course, a score of 202. Now, this is what I don't get. This was this man's first PGA win, major win, and the guy's, it was hard for me to even find him in the top 10. He probably isn't even ranked in the top 10, this Jason Dufner. So how in the heck is he going to come into this final major of the 2013 season in PGA and just run all over everybody? Why isn't Tiger Woods, #1 in the world, up there with these guys fighting for a championship, fighting for a major win, as he's ranked #1 in the world? It's mind-boggling to me. It's something I can't explain, because that's almost like saying, giving Michael Jordan the chance to play in a championship, the guy's just going to disappear. Or let's take, Magic Johnson. Let's take Larry Bird. Let's take any of these phenomenal guys, Hakeem Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler. These guys, when they get to the big stage, they perform. I'm not saying they always win, but they go there to compete and to challenge to win. Ranking 48, folks, is not challenging to win. Ranking 48 is not showing that you're #1 in the world. That is just, it's deplorable to even think that someone that good should be finishing 48. There's not 48 better golfers in the world than Tiger Woods, but you would think so the way he golfed this weekend. I don't know. You give us your comments and feedback. Let us know what you think, what's going on with Tiger Woods when it comes to major tournaments. We'd like to know. Give us your comments and feedback. We'd love to have them. So let's go ahead and wrap up with golf, PGA. Congrats, Jason. We saw the picture of you sleeping with the trophy, and you should. You weren't even ranked. You go in there as a no-name underdog, probably not even a dog, because no one even expected you to be in the top 10. And you go in there and you beat the best in the world, not just Tiger Woods, but everybody else, and just choked it up this weekend at the championship. So, good job for you, Jason. Congrats. You deserve it. Enjoy it. Relish in it. Because who knows how long it'll be before you get another one. You know what I mean? Okay, moving on to NFL. We could spend an hour, but we don't have that kind of time for today's show. Short and sweet is what we're going to give you. Robert Griffen III is just battling a head-to-head with the coaching staff because he wants to play right now. And the coaches are saying, whoa, pull back them reins, hold this stallion back, because we don't want this guy to get injured again in meaningless games. Robert Griffen III, buddy, we can see that you want to play. You have a heart of a champion. You have a heart of a competitor. The problem is we don't want to see you like we did last season, hobbling around the field, being very ineffective, and hurting yourself again and missing more games, if not the whole season, again. So I understand why the coaching staff is holding Robert Griffen III out of these preseason meaningless games. Yes, he needs to practice. Yes, he needs that environment to get out there and hit full speed, full, mobility of his limbs and his legs and his knees to see if he can handle it. But it's better safe than sorry to hold him out And as the end of these preseason games go, who knows? Maybe give him 10, 15 minutes of a game at that last preseason game, and then prepare him for the regular season. But Robert Griffen III, man, this guy, he wants in there. He's biting at the nails to get in there and do a job that he knows he can do. Can't blame the guy for that, but that's all we're going to cover right now with the NFL. We cannot continue anymore, because if we do, we're just going to keep going and going and going. But we want to go into wrap up and let everyone know we appreciate everybody getting involved with fantasy football this season. We're full. We're maxed out. We still got 2 weeks till the draft, but we're so excited about it. Next Friday's show, or this Friday coming show, we're going to cover a ton of NFL. We're going to put in all the NFL we couldn't cover this week, and we're going to talk some baseball, because my gosh, you can't say anything about anybody anymore without it being your job, your rear end, your money, your name, your reputation. Just can't say anything anymore. What's going on with that? We're going to cover that on Friday's show. For right now, folks, J-Will wants to say thank you for tuning into the show. Don't forget, leave us comments and feedback. Let us know what's up with Tiger Woods, man. 48th. I could have got out there and got 48th. That's just crazy. Let us know what you think. Hit us up on our own Average Joe Sports Talk Show Facebook page and leave us your feedback. So for right now, Jay Real's going to say peace and much love. We will see you on Friday's show. Don't miss it. It's going to be good. Jay Real. Jay Real.